Welcome everyone to Fans in the Stands podcast, the number one place to be every Thursday during the NFL football season. I'm your host, Chef Earl Pearl of DB Chef TV, along with the guys, Scotty A, Roger, and D.
What's
And
up? What's up?
What's happening? What's happening?
along with the
Lead
guys,
that.
Scotty A, Roger, and D. And before we get into the show, y'all, we want to kick off tonight's show with a quick prayer for Alexander Madison.
Prayer for Alexander Madison. We pray for your healing hand to rest upon him, bringing strength to his body, comfort to his heart, and peace to his mind. Surround him with love from his family, friends, teammates, reminding him that he is more than the game he plays. Hope in each new day and faith that you can restore what is broken. We trust in your power and your plan. Amen.
Amen. Shout out to that brother.
Man, definitely that.
For sure.
Yep. So tonight's game, we all know, is Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles at Lincoln Field at 8:20 on NBC this evening. And the Cowboys and Eagles have known to have a historic rivalry. So we want to talk about that rivalry a little bit and why the Eagles-Cowboy rivalry might mean even more this year. It may even be more of a rivalry this year. Raj, we go ahead and go to you, kick it off.
Okay, well, the rivalry might mean a little more this year because the Eagles are basically defending champs. Not just NFC division champs, they're defending world champs. The rivalry also means a lot in the NFC East because no team has been repeat champions in that division in the last 20 years, except for in the last 20 years. But what's not known is basically since 2016, Dallas or Philadelphia has basically owned this division. The only other one year that I think the Washington football team won in 2020 with a record of 7-9. So this year, Cowboys think it's that back their turn again to pay Philadelphia back, and especially since the Eagles won Super Bowl. There.
Definitely that. And like Roger said, this series goes all the way back to the 1960s when the Eagles won the first game 27-25. And then in 1961, that's when the Cowboys were put in the NFC Eastern Conference with the Eagles. But the rivalry really took on a life of its own during the 80s and the 90s. You got to go all the way back to 1980 when the Eagles beat the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl when Ron Jaworski was a starting quarterback. But it's had a whole lot of crazy things going on, like in the mid-90s when you had the Buddy Ryan bounty game and all that, when the Cowboys felt like he had put bounties out for players to injure other players, and then going all the way up to 1999 when Michael Irvin had a season-ending as well as a career-ending injury, and the doggone Eagles fans were laughing and cheering when he was hurt down on the field. So this is the 133rd meeting between the Cowboys and the Eagles, and the Cowboys hold a 74-58 all-time record. But the Eagles had their first sweep of the Cowboys, which was last year. So I feel like this year is definitely going to take on a meaning of its own because, like Roger said, either one of these teams have won 8 of the last 9 NFC championships. So they definitely got a lot at stake this game.
All righty. Well, I'm going to agree with both of you guys.
Of course you will.
Both of y'all said it's nothing but facts.
Okay.
But let me do some hypothetically speaking here, fellas.
Okay.
All right. Back in 1999, that's when the rivalry really became a rivalry. If I was a principal during them days, Fat Man is what they call him.
Okay.
Joe. You know what I'm saying? If I was a principal, them Eagle fans was my student, I put all their asses in suspension. For one day, in school suspension.
Yes.
And I would have them Eagle fans, the one that was cheering when Michael Irvin hurt his neck and they was carting him off the field, them Eagles fans was cheering. That was 1999. That's when the rivalry was amped up tenfold.
I agree with that.
Okay.
So
Good stuff there, Big Daddy. I like that. Bring it out.
I appreciate it, fellas. I appreciate it.
Well, you know, Philly has a reputation of being a real grimy, hard-nosed, tough city, and the fans real serious about the Eagles. They don't play no. That's like a cult following up there. I don't know if you ever been to an Eagles game. I had the opportunity to go to a lot of them over the years, but it's a whole different experience than a lot of NFL team fan bases. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we're gonna get into about the Eagles fans later on, baby.
Oh yeah,
yes, sir.
Pearl.
Yeah, definitely. One of the key things to highlight is the largest victory. Cowboys back in 1966 smacked the Eagles 56-7, and then the Eagles have largest victory 44-6 in 2008. So this rivalry is pretty intense, and like you guys said, it is going to be something to watch. We are going to go ahead and move into this our next phase. It's called Say Their Names, Say Their Names. It's a game that we're going to play. And we're going to go ahead and let the video roll.
At Fans in the Stands, we pride ourselves on bringing something fresh and unique to sports podcasting. To kick things off, we're introducing a segment we call Say Their Name, Say Their Name. In this game, the host spells out the names of professional athletes, and our panel takes their shot at pronouncing them without butchering them, we hope. And here's where you come in. Viewers, jump into the comments and let us know how you think the panel did. Were they close, way off, or downright hilarious? Either way, it's all about having fun together.
Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna jump right on off the gate. K-Y-E-E-R. Kyer. That's Kyer. I thought you were gonna give me something tougher than that, Scotty.
Okay.
Right.
I'm glad I didn't have that one. That didn't look right.
It looks just like it sounds.
Now I'm gonna let y'all know that I was spelling bee champ from the 1st through the 6th grade, so I should be able to knock this out.
Okay, good. Well, we're not in spelling bee competition. We on a pronunciation competition right now.
Well, you gotta be able to read the spell to be able to read it.
Well, he putting the name right on the screen, Big Rods. I mean, Ray Charles can see the letters.
What I got? Give me some, Pearl. What I got?
All right. I think I'm gonna go with Derek. I'm gonna go with what Derek said. Derek said Kyer. I'm gonna go with Kyer myself.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right.
Well, the spelling bee champion didn't ever give us the pronunciation.
I thought you had it. I thought you hit it dead on. So I let you go with it.
Okay, good. All right, well, good. I appreciate that. I'm coming right out the gate. I jumped right off the porch.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Okay. Now this looks Italian. This guy eats pizza. We'll jump back into Kyer. Okay, this I think this is the actual coach, and Sirianni.
Okay.
What
about you, Derek?
Once again, fights to the fact finder. Can you put it back up there again? It is exactly how it looks. Sirianni. So you got to be able to understand, to be able to have that like little flavor on the end of your mouth, Roger, to be able to pronounce an Italian name. Sirianni.
I'm from the South. I enjoy my Southern slang. My linguistics don't get that high sometimes. I don't eat spaghetti. I don't eat lasagna.
Okay, that's what's up.
All right. I'm gonna go with Sirianni. Sirianni.
Of course you would, Ghetto.
Yeah.
Sirianni. Put it on there.
Okay. The next one.
Oh, okay, Derek. You go first.
No. Let me see. It is Raku. Ezra Raku.
Let me see.
Pearl, what you think, Pearl? Ezra Raku?
Holy rock cookie, a holy rock cuckoo.
Easy rock.
Okay. Okay, easy rock. Okay,
Easy rock.
Yeah, that was a head. That was a head.
Easy rock.
DJ Easy Rock in the house.
Easy rock.
Okay,
That don't sound nothing like how to spell it, but we'll ride out with it.
I think that's that rookie that Dallas drafted too. I think they butchered it at the draft too.
Okay.
What you going with, Roger?
I'm going with Holy Rock Cookie or Holy Rock Cuckoo.
Hey, I'm gonna put it back up on the screen for a second.
Please, because I don't see nothing holy in that
Okay.
word, holy or nothing. I see is.
Easy Roku.
Rock.
I think I'm gonna go with Syracuse.
Okay.
So
Either y'all delirious or y'all can't see no letters. I don't see holy or sorry, cool or nothing. None of that. They definitely messed that up, Pearl.
Okay.
I'm going with
Yeah.
Syracuse. All right. If y'all messed that one up, this next one is gonna be a beast.
Oh yeah. Osu. Oh.
Let me go first with this one, Derek.
Okay, go ahead.
So I can get it out of the way.
Okay.
I'm going with Also Diggy Q. Diggy Wild. Also Diggy Zuwa. There you go. Also Diggy Zuwa.
Everybody who watching may not know that you are a man of Omega, so everybody's name don't end up with Q, sir. I mean, we know that you're a proud, distinguished member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity. Everybody's name don't end in Q, bro. Please.
Okay. So what you say the name is, Derek?
Put it back up on the screen one more time, please, sir. Asa Odiguzuwa. I like Asa Odiguzuwa. That went smooth. Now let me do it again. Asa Odiguzawa. Okay, good. It almost can be a song. I like that. Asa Odiguzawa. That's it.
Okay.
I don't know how you saw Q in that again, Ghetto.
Oh, no, there's not a Q in there at all. I give it to maybe.
Well, I changed it up. I switched it up. I went Odigzuwa.
Okay. Let the spelling be champ. Can I have it up there again? There you go. Osa Odigizua.
I like that.
Roger, you done way.
I like that, Big Rod. I like that.
Yeah, I think I'm going with that one too.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think you did.
Okay, Roger, you get the trophy. You get the trophy for the first one.
Miss Harwood, 6th grade teacher. Yes, love you, baby.
But guess what? He failed all his math and science classes. That's the only thing he probably passed was spelling bees and writing, because he can't count and he didn't know no science. So.
I agree. I agree with that. All right.
All right. So let us know in the comment sections what you guys think of those names. Leave comments.
That we butchered.
Sorry, fellas. Sorry, guys. We didn't mean to do it.
Absolutely. So moving on with tonight's game, y'all, we are previewing the Dallas Cowboys and the Eagles game tonight at Lincoln Field, 8:20 on NBC. And we're going to go ahead and go into our some more questions. Which team made the right trade and signings this year? That's our next question for you.
Well, that's easy because we already know the Cowboys did the worst thing in the world by trading Michael Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. But I would have to get a nod to the Eagles. Howard Roseman and that front office does a great job of identifying talent. They are able to draft based on needs a lot of time, and they did a great job filling places to create depth, and they almost can plug and play. Those guys look interchangeable with just numbers and names on the back of the jersey, but they run a great system, and I think they did a great job in free agency as well as with the draft. They traded for Sam Howell from the Reds Commanders to be a backup quarterback, and they got John Mitchell from the Texans to provide some depth. They also drafted Tyler Booker, the offensive lineman, and it was the Cowboys. I'm sorry, but they drafted Jaheed Campbell, a linebacker from Alabama, and Howard does a good job of just being able to provide a lot of depth through the draft and through free agency. So I would get an edge to the Eagles.
Not so fast, so the famously Corso would say. Now, I do admit through the years, the Eagles, they have with Howie Roseman, they have actually kept depth on their team by drafting well, by trading well, by picking up free agents. But I think this year's going to prove to be a trying year for them. It was just released yesterday that they were big in on the trade for Parsons, but Dallas wanted no part of it. And that being their defensive ends, one retired and they traded one last year, and they thought they had the depth, but evidently they picked up Uche from New England, but evidently they're not too sure about their pass rush because they were all in on trying to get Parsons. They traded away the safety, Gardner Johnson, back to Houston. They picked up a safety and drafted a free agent safety from Texas, which is not proven yet. So this year's going to be a proven year for their defense, which is basically a staple for them because, they were number one defense last year. The year before, they had some injuries. They lost in the first round of the playoffs. The year before that, when they made the Super Bowl, they were top 3 in defense again. So, this may be an up and down year for their defense. This is going to be a definitely trying year for them.
All right, Roger. All right. Well, I'm going to say the Eagles' biggest signing was their head coach, Sirianni.
Okay.
He was one of the lowest paid coaches in the league, but he had his contract renewed. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be one of the highest paid coaches. When he came over to the Eagles, he brought championship blood. He won 3 titles in Division III football.
As
far as the Eagles,
go deep.
Yeah, as far as the Eagles signing, I'm going to give it with their head coach. As far as Dallas bringing Pickens over, now they got him for, 2 pieces of bubble gum, because he can't get along with quarterbacks. As soon as he don't get the ball, he going to start crying. So he going to be a disruption to that team if he don't get the ball. But their biggest signing this year was Pickens.
Okay. I can see that. Now, Scotty, I don't want to discredit Sirianni because he has won a Super Bowl in the NFL. He wasn't necessarily a proven commodity coming as an assistant coach from Indianapolis, but please don't ever reference Division III football and championship.
He got championship blood.
Pearl, please don't let him get away with that.
Hey,
Pearl.
championship blood is championship blood.
Man,
Nobody.
Okay, so I won by 10.
I guarantee you, they celebrate just as hard as them Division I's when they win.
Man, I might have been 10-time champion in Pee Wee Little League football.
I won Mighty Mike Gold. I won Player of the Year, Mighty Mike
Right. So something about NFL coaching and Division III championships that
I have to prove it. I have to prove it.
Hey, put that trophy up there again, Roger.
Oh, I got to prove it, baby.
Let me see that trophy.
Oh my goodness. I have no idea what my Little League trophies are at all. What is
Who
that
keep
saying
up with
about,
that Little League trophies, man? That's a new
what is
one.
that saying about him, Scotty? Hey, this man really can put his hands on his Little League trophy.
That's crazy.
Actually, that's not true. I actually coached that team. That was not me.
Okay.
All right.
I was getting ready to say. Me.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, well, speaking of Little League trophies, guys, we got some rookie acquisitions this year made. Which rookies do you all think are most likely to make an immediate influence or difference to their team or just tonight's game?
Well, I think that the Cowboys have Tyler Booker, the guard that they selected in the first round, should make an immediate impact. The offensive line, they had retired. I want to say Martin, I think, is gone, but I've been reading up. He's been doing really good in camp, and it's very imperative that with that Jalen Carter and all the animals they got on the Philly front, that he's gonna have to really step up to protect Dak Prescott and give him some time to get the ball out to CD and Pickens. And I also think quiet as kept, the running back Jadon Blue, because the Dallas going to have to be able to have a balanced offensive attack against the Eagles. You're not going to just come out there and pass the ball 50 times and not be able to run. So for the Cowboys, I think the guard Tyler Booker going to have to step up and play big, and running back Jadon Blue. And for as the Eagles are concerned, I'm looking forward to seeing what Jaheed. I think I'm saying that. Or I might be chopping that up. Jaheed Campbell do at linebacker, because that's been a place of kind of a void within the Eagles' defense, as Roger said earlier. And I'm also looking forward for Andrew Cooper to do the safety that they drafted this past year. So those are some young people that I'm looking forward to seeing how they get thrown into the fire and how well they adjust to the first game.
Okay, well, Pearl, you asked a question, and the question was a great question. But Derek basically gave us all the draft picks of all the rookies coming in. So I mean, I don't know what he left me to be on that bone. But the Eagles struck gold last year with their rookie signings. The Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Will Shipley, they all made immediately impact the whole season. Now, as far as tonight's game, like Derek said, I think the safety from Texas is going to have a shot at getting a lot of play. Jahad Campbell, the linebacker, is going to see how well he plays tonight. But I think the player that's going to have the most impact is going to be Tyler Booker, guard for the Dallas Cowboys.
Good.
Roger, you just did to me what Derek did to you. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of meat on the bone.
It's called like minds, Scotty. Ain't like minds.
All right, I'm gonna start with that 6'3", 6'4" middle linebacker that the Eagles brought in. He's standing like a tree in the middle of the forest.
Okay.
It's gonna be fun watching the quarterbacks throw over him. So that Eagles secondary should get a few more interceptions with Jaheed Campbell. Now that boy out of Texas, that boy out of Texas is a baller. He come to every game and he'll put that Ronnie Lott on you. Okay, that means he'll knock you out your pads. Mm-hmm. Now, as far as Dallas, I got to go with birthday boy. When I say birthday boy, that's 4/12. Our birthday is on the same day. I say it again. Our birthday is on the same day, 4/12. Tyler Booker. Yeah, Tyler Booker. Y'all know his nickname?
What's his nickname?
I didn't know his nickname.
The Mauler.
Okay.
And Derek, by you being a defensive line, you can understand that name, the Mauler. That means he's driving you off the ball, grinding you into the dirt.
Hey, hold on, sir.
Not you now. I'm just saying.
Clear that up, because
I watched that boy. I watched him perform during preseason.
Okay.
He's gonna be a hell of a player.
Okay.
A hell of a player. Okay. In the steal of the draft, I call him DEDE. That's that defensive end Dallas got. Devon. Yeah.
Him.
Yeah, that boy was still of the draft. I think they took him like in the 5th round. Mm-hmm. But he's a bad boy coming so you can look forward to seeing him because he got something to prove. And I think he went 2nd round.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah,
maybe that might be the reason they let Parsons go.
Yeah, he feel like he's a 1st rounder. So he's gonna get a lot of playing time. So
he got some
just to put a little bit of meat on the bones, which y'all already confirmed. Good job, fellas.
Okay. That boy got some big shoes to fill at that defensive end spot.
Yeah, he do.
Yes.
Yeah, guys. Donovan Azaraku, Boston College, 2nd round.
Okay, Boston College.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have 2 great quarterbacks tonight. We got Prescott and Hurts. Just simply put, who we think is the better quarterback?
Man, it ain't even close. So in 2024, Dak Prescott had an 86.00 passer rating, and in 2023 had a 105.9, which was in 24 he was 21st in the NFL, and Jalen Hurts had a 103.7 passer rating in 2024. He was 10th in the NFL. Well, obviously, that knock is he definitely don't show up for the big games, and he's got 1 playoff win, I think, in 8 to 9 of his 9th season. And of course, Jalen Hurts done been to 2 Super Bowls and won 1 and almost won the other one. So I mean, I'm just anticipating Jalen picking up where he left off last year with all the weapons that he have, and I definitely think Jalen Hurts and the Eagles have the nod with a better quarterback.
Okay. when asked this question, it's kind of complex for me.
Okay.
Because who's the better quarterback? Easily Jalen Hurts. Who's the better passer of the football? Is Dak Prescott. Who's the better manager of a team? Jalen Hurts. Who can get you down the field fast? Dak Prescott. And I say that Dak Prescott catches out a lot of flack because, one, he's a Cowboys quarterback. He's America's team quarterback. So if they win, he looks great. If they lose, he gets most of the blame. Now, most of the blame that falls on him falls because he's 19-38 against teams with a 500 record or better. And Philadelphia tonight is definitely one of those teams. But people don't remember, Dak Prescott just 2 years ago was second in MVP voting. And a healthy Dak Prescott puts Dallas in a whole lot better position to win football games. But if he can stay healthy is also a key question. When he's healthy, he throws for 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns, 10 or less interceptions. When he's not healthy, the interceptions go up, and he's off the field. So the better quarterback to win a game, Jalen Hurts. Better quarterback throwing the football, Dak Prescott.
Well, Price, I beg to differ on that because I don't understand your rationale because passer rating is associated with completion percentages and yards and all of those things are put together to create the formula. Where are you other than just he throws a better ball quarterback versus a better passer? Like, I think the facts are in the statistics. There's no way you can sit here, and that's why I don't like that Jalen Hurts doesn't get the national credit that he deserves, other than the fact that he's a winner. But he has shown he can throw all the balls, the short balls, the deep balls, like whatever he got to do to win, and he can pull it down and run. But I don't agree with your perspective of Dak being a better passer.
Okay. Well,
let me.
Wait, can I address that first? I can address exactly what he said. What you said about passer rating, it evaluates all the factors of passing the football. Dak Prescott has a higher completion percentage, career 64.4 for Jalen, career 68% for 66.8 for Dak. He throws more touchdowns. He throws Jalen throws less interceptions, but he throws for more yards. I mean, for passer rating, his career rating is 98.1. Jalen Hurts' career is 93.5.
I mean, that's
numbers. That's strictly numbers.
I mean, come on, bro. I think he's just enamored with just the way the ball looked coming out his hand. I mean, come on. Have you ever caught a pass from Dak Prescott? The way you're talking about he a better thrower? I don't agree with that. But go ahead, Mr. Scotty. Hey, what is your perspective on that question?
Well, I'd like to thank you fellas for letting me get in there. But I think mine gonna be a little biased. Okay. By Jalen Hurts being a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
Oh my God, here he goes.
I'm gonna be a little biased on mine, but I do feel like, far as passing rating, Prescott is a better quarterback. But it all depends on what's the situation. If it's a playoff game, I'm going with Hurts.
Okay.
For the simple fact, he's definitely clutch. But if it's just a regular season game, Prescott can light you up. So, to make the moral of the story, I got to go with my
Okay.
Hurts, better quarterback.
Well, in case y'all didn't know, Scotty A is an Omega man, so he definitely wears it proudly.
So are you, Mr. Harrison.
I am.
And so are you, Roger.
Hey, we got that in common. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Jalen, don't take this personal. You are the better quarterback. When you talk about passing the ball, that's we can guess on that one. But you are definitely the better quarterback, 100%.
Okay.
All righty then.
We're definitely continuing to shout out Omega Psi Phi.
Keep it on.
Jalen Hurts did finish last season with the higher QB rating. Of course, he won the Super Bowl, won the chip. But But Dak was not even in the top 20 last year.
Mm.
He didn't even finish top 20.
He didn't finish the season. He got hurt.
Yeah, so that'll probably ensure that he won't finish top 20.
Exactly.
That part.
It's time for keep it or delete it. And
Keep it or delete it.
My fault, Pearl.
okay, and I'm going to ask 5 questions, and the panel will answer, keep it or delete it, and tell us why.
Keep it or delete it. Presented by Fans in the Stands.
So we got the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Oh, you got to keep it. That's just like apple pie and ice cream. The Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders put the Dallas Cowboys on the map, so you got to keep the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Keep it.
I say delete it. One reason and one reason only. I have a ring on this finger, and my wife's downstairs, and she probably listening. So you know what? We can keep it. We can keep it because one of my best friends in this whole world, his daughter is a junior cowboy cheerleader dancer.
Definitely.
So we'll keep it. We'll keep
Shout
it.
out to my boy Kevin Murphy.
Murphy.
Shout out.
Murph.
I know you're watching, baby.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with both of y'all boys' answers.
Okay.
20 years ago, I would definitely keep the Cowboys cheerleaders.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm going to keep them is I like back in 1989 when 14, if y'all remember, 14 of them cheerleaders quit when Jerry Jones took hams of the Cowboys.
Okay.
He wanted them to wear skimpier outfits and do commercials that they didn't want to be active in. So just along with their morals, I got to rock with the cheerleaders.
I like that.
But like Roger said, because of this right here,
delete.
quickly, because my wife is in the other room and she probably listen to everything I say.
Okay, good. Well, good. Well, I'm glad y'all getting some cool points with y'all wives today. I'm single. America, I'm single. America, I'm single.
Go ahead, put it on. Give him a shot, handsome.
Right.
And I'm the host, so I get to skip the whole conversation.
Right.
So we got Jalen Hurts swag. Keep it or delete it.
Oh, definitely keep it. Definitely keep it. Like, not only is he like the epitome of what you want, your quarterback to do in terms of representing the team, representing the organization. I want to send a shout out to his dad, who obviously made a huge impact on his life because he's a well-spoken, well-mannered, clean-cut, and even I love the little GQ spread they did on him. Like, so he definitely keep his swag.
Oh yeah, well, that's definitely a keeper, Derek. Definitely a keeper. One thing about Jalen is he represents the Eagles. He represents black men. He represents Omega's High Five. He represents his university, Alabama and Oklahoma. Everything he represents, people speak so well about him. I mean, he's just that kind of a guy. His teammates love him, and he has, some people are born to lead.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually gifted to lead.
I would agree with that.
His swag is on 1,000. On
100%.
On a 10.
I agree with you, Roger. And the facts are, I think he was like GQ #1 man. I don't know which year it was. I think it was something recently. But not only that, Jalen Hurts does a lot in the community as far as with the kids, the youth. Mm-hmm. So I like everything about the young man's swag.
100%.
So I'm definitely gonna keep his swag.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I want to get this done because they're published a lot. If you go out and slap somebody, that'll be all over the news. But I read just recently, Jalen Hurts, when he was growing up in high school, this restaurant fed him every day free. They were $87,000, I think, in debt. I guess about to lose the restaurant. He paid it all for him. And I saw that probably 3 days ago. And that's the kind of news that they don't broadcast a lot. But that just shows
Okay.
what he's made of. Like what you said, Derek. What his
Well,
father instilled in him.
well, one more thing you think about too, all the adversity he had to overcome from the
Wow.
time he,
Oh, wow.
got benched at Alabama, literally in the
Wow.
championship game, and then having to go to Oklahoma, and then go to being that he was probably better than some of the quarterbacks that got picked ahead of him to be a second round pick and having to go to the Eagles to back up Carson Wentz. So
Yes.
he got a real live story for what he had to experience.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Derek. Kudos to Doug Peterson for seeing the kind of leader he was, to being able to bench a multi-million-dollar contract signer in Carson Wentz to start Jalen Hurts that year.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that took guts. The Eagles fans.
Oh, you did.
Keep them or delete them.
I gotta keep them. Ain't none like them in the NFL. Teams, bro. I love the Eagles fan. It's one of them, like, you either love them or hate them. It ain't no in between with them. So I'm saying keep them.
I want to say delete because some of my friends are Eagle fans, and they will drive you nuts. Whether the Eagles are 3-14 or 14-3, they are diehards with their team, so I have to keep them. Y'all have known me since 1987.
Right.
Who's my team?
The Patriots.
Win,
New
lose,
England
draw.
Patriots.
Drew Bledsoe jerseys.
Nobody was a Patriot fan in '87, but me.
I used to be embarrassed riding around with you.
but I'm a diehard Patriots fan, and I respect the heck out of those Eagle fans because they live and die with their team, and that's where my mama raised me. So I keep them. Gotta keep them.
All right. Well, I'm definitely gonna keep them under one condition. Only way I'm gonna keep the Eagles fans is they allow me to take out some insurance because we're gonna use them. Because the Eagle fans are some ride and die type of fans. I think it's the only stadium with a jailhouse underneath the stadium.
You're absolutely right.
So have your bail money ready.
Definitely right. Definitely.
Okay, we moving.
All right. So Dak Prescott signed a 4-year, $240 million extension. Keep it or delete it.
Delete it. And I hate to say that because he is a brother, and I don't knock nobody for getting the bag and getting their money, but I just have never felt like, of course he benefited from being able to hit the free agency market at the right time when all those quarterback contracts had gotten done before his, and Mr. You-know-who waited to sign him, and now instead of averaging $40 to $50 million a year, he's a $60 million a year quarterback, and I definitely don't think his play is reflective of that, nor his record. Of course, like no Super Bowls to show for it or deep runs in the playoffs. So I think delete it.
Well, Derek, as much as I back Dak today, there is not one iota of me that believes he deserves $60 million a year. That means you are the highest paid player in the whole NFL this year and last year. So your victories don't state it. Your victories against top teams don't state it. Your Super Bowls definitely don't state it, and your playoff victories don't state it. So that is a definitely deleted.
All right. Well, I would normally agree with you guys, but losing Michael Parsons, that means that offense is going to be very, very important, to keep the defense off the field. So, I mean, if you don't have Prescott, who you going to go with to replace him? So until we find a replacement, I'm keeping Prescott.
Okay.
That's just my take.
And you're keeping them for $60 million.
I'm keeping right now. I mean, I cleared up about 30 with Michael Parsons.
Well, I tell you what. How many games Cooper Rush win for him last year? For $6 million. The same as it is that one.
And coming from a Redskin fan saying I keep Prescott, ooh, that hurt me.
I bet it did.
Okay.
That's tough. So our fifth and final question. Can Tyler Booker of the Dallas Cowboys be an all-pro rookie this year?
I definitely think he
Birthday
can.
boy.
I
Birthday
think he can.
boy.
He can. I'm excited about seeing how if he lives up to the expectations of being a first rounder and all the things that's been coming out of camp. Like, yeah, I really think he can become all pro this year. I do.
I think Tyler Brooker has all the tools to become a all pro. Not many rookies make all pro in their first year. It's going to be a task because he has to mesh with his line in order for him to be able to do that. Now they have some talent, but they also have some retirees and some injuries also to that line. So it's going to be a tall task for him to make all pro. I would look more so to making, the all rookie team or maybe even offensive rookie of the year, maybe. But all pro is going to be a tall task for him.
I singled this young man out, not just because he's the birthday boy, but because he kind of reminded me of Jamie Dukes that used to play down there in Florida State that we played against, Big D.
I remember.
But he's better. He has better feet.
I would agree.
And
hands.
In hands.
I would agree.
So I would be willing to bet this young man will be an all-pro his rookie season.
Okay, good. I would probably take that bet too, Scotty.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pearl.
Yeah, so that right there was keep it or delete it. Let us know what y'all think in the comment sections, whether you would keep it or delete it. And share your opinions. We will respond to them in the comment section. Let us know below. Continuing the conversation, y'all, we are going over tonight's game, Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Tonight, Lincoln Field, 8:20, about an hour away from kickoff on NBC. And getting back to our questions with the panel, what are the odds of the Cowboys making the playoffs?
I have two words to tell you what the odds are for the Cowboys making the playoffs: slim to none. I mean, they gave away to one of the best players in the NFL on their defense. And like Scott A was saying, we're going to see if this $6 million man, $60 million. Remember Steve, whatever that guy used to be, $6 million man. Now we got to see if this $60 million man going to be able to outscore his opponents in a shootout, because I don't really think they're going to be able to stop anybody. Their defense was terrible last year, and you trade away the best player literally right now in the NFL and on your defense. I don't know how you think you're going to get better by that trade. So I say slim to none.
The question to me is, will they make the playoffs? Is more so how their defense is going to respond to actually Parsons being gone. Parsons made that team a top 5 defense 2023. They had a lot of injuries to them last year, Diggs and a few more players. But they if you listen to Jerry Jones, he thinks everything's back reinstated. Now, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt on that part, but losing Michael Parsons is going to hurt. It's just going to hurt. So I would say to make the playoffs, I give them a 50-50 shot, because their offense is going to score points. I don't care what nobody. Their offense is going to score points. If they can come up with some semblance of a defense to be able to stop some teams, they may have a chance, because their schedule is beatable. They can make the playoffs. They might have 10 wins in there somewhere.
Well, I like that.
Roger, you give them.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Scotty A.
Your mic is muted.
Your mic muted.
Scotty, unmute your mic.
Hey.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me start over. Roger, you being very, very generous, giving Dallas a 50-50 chance on going to the playoff. Because I can count at least 8 losses right now. There's potential. They got to play the Redskins twice. They got to play the Eagles twice. They got to play the Lions, Kansas City, and not to mention the Vikings. And they're going to probably split with the Giants. So as far as the odds of the Cowboys making the playoff, I think I stand a better chance. You see this needle?
Uh-huh.
You see this needle, Roger?
I see it.
Okay, I have a better chance of threading this needle with this football than the Cowboys making the playoffs.
I like that, dog.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
I like that.
So they don't stand a chance.
That's you and Derek agree. You and Derek agree.
100%.
I keep hope
Exactly.
Okay, so with the Cowboys not having a chance in threading that needle, so what Cowboys do you think are under fire the most?
Well, that's a real loaded question.
Yes.
I mean, I can name several people that I feel like are under fire, but I'm gonna start at the top. I think Jerry Jones is under fire with a dumb decision that he made with 1 week before the season started to trade Michael Parsons for a decent tackle and 2 first-round picks that's going to be late picks. So we're going to see how this defense perform, and then we're going to see how far what kind of impact Parsons have on the Green Bay Packers. So I feel like Jerry Jones is the most person under fire as anybody as it relates to the Cowboys.
Derek, you are 100% correct. Because this morning on Good Morning America, he's not only under fire for this season, he's under fire right now to maintain his Dallas Cowboys fan base. If you listen on the radio and all the sports shows and sports talk shows, a lot of Cowboy fans are basically fielding offers from other teams because they are sick and tired of Jerry Jones's butthole decisions. And this Michael Parsons one, it wasn't a bad decision. It was a monumentally bad decision.
I would agree.
You trade the best defensive player in football. And do you know what he said on TV this morning? Do you want to know what he said?
Yes.
Definitely.
He said, because of Michael Parsons, we're able to get 4 other guys, maybe 6, up to 6.
4 to 6.
To fulfill the spots on my team. So what he's basically telling his fans is, believe this foolishness that because of him, we now have the opportunity to draft 4 more players. Well, 3 years ago, you used one of those picks and you hit the gold mine with Michael Parsons. So what you're telling me is, I draft Lawrence Taylor, I draft Tom Brady, I draft Pat Mahomes, and because I can get 10 other players for him, let me get that? No, that's not how football works.
I would agree.
So he is definitely the most, the biggest Cowboy under pressure. Now, after him, I would say Dak Prescott, because he's in a year where a lot of quarterbacks are coming out next year, and I don't know the clause in his contract, what his payout would be, but I know I would be very willing to unload $60 million a year for a rookie quarterback.
I agree with you, Roger, as far as that Lamb guy. He's definitely under pressure because he had a subpar year last year. Actually, for his status, he had a sorry year last year.
For his contract.
Exactly. But not just Jerry. If you got to get rid of Jerry, you got to get rid of his son, Steven. That's a package deal.
100%.
So I think the two of them is definitely under fire. And not to mention, you got that boy down in Texas, that quarterback, Arch Manning.
Overrated.
Even though he got this year and he got next year under contract. He making about what? 6.5, 6.7 million NIL money.
12.
But I'm pretty sure if he turned his season around, he had an awful game his first game. But if he turn around and produce a bowl win, it's a good chance he come out, especially if Nike come hit him with a $40 million bonus. Even though the Mannings say he's going to stay all 4 years, but money talk. So if I was Jerry, I'd be talking to that boy Arch Manning.
Yeah. One more thing about Jerry. Jerry Jones is the only person in the NFL that could have made that trade. Any other GM on the other 31 football teams would have been fired. but Jerry Jones is the GM.
Right.
So he's the only GM that could have made that trade. He's starting to seem like he's 83 years old, and he's starting to do the same thing that Al Davis did in his heyday at the end of his tenure. He turned the team into a laughingstock, and that's exactly what Jerry Jones seems to be aiming to do.
Well, definitely with those things that you guys all just mentioned, some of those really great points, butthole decisions. We could all agree with that.
Definitely.
And then Scotty even said what Roger said, butthole decisions. Right? And then Scotty said, get rid of Jerry Jones and his son. Right?
Definitely.
So that definitely would segue us into our next question is, if you were the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, what would be your move? Which direction would you take the team?
Oh, that's an easy question too, right there, Pearl. The first when I get the team, the first thing I'm gonna do is get rid of Jerry Jones as the general manager. I'm gonna get me a football person with a football acumen and know how to pull together the pro personnel department and the scouts and rely on the draft boards and your grades and your ratings and make a football person make football decisions for my organization and get him out. Like Roger said, no other GM on any 31 other team. It's not only the fact that the travesty in trading Michael Parsons, you had an opportunity to trade him before the draft, which you would have probably got a boatload of picks and some players, or when free agency started, back when, at that time when teams were in a position of getting their cap together and who knows what somebody could have probably or would have maybe given up. You trade him at the most inopportune time of the year, of a week before the season starts, when a lot of teams, cap wise and financial wise, has already made all their big moves and not even in a position. So he handicapped the whole organization with such a terrible decision as the GM, as the owner / GM. So my first move would be fire him as the GM.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
You going, Scotty?
Go ahead, Roger.
Okay. Well, if you sold the Cowboys to me, the first thing I would do is the first thing Jerry Jones did when I'm not Jerry, when he got the Cowboys, he fired Tom Landry. Now, my list would be in that same direction, but right behind it would be firing the GM, which is Jerry Jones. I would also trade my quarterback, cut him, waive him, whatever, figure out a way to do that. And I would start a rebuild. But we all know that's not going to happen. A Cowboy fan called into the Harry and what's the name show the other day, and he said the only way the Cowboys get better is when Jesus drafts Jerry Jones.
That's cold, Roger. That's cold.
I just had to repeat it. I'm gonna repeat it. It wasn't. That's not a original me. That's a repeat. A repeat.
Okay.
And coming from a Redskin fan, and I'm a diehard Redskin fan, and I hate to say this.
Well, they the Commanders now, Mr. Scotty, eh?
No.
They always gonna be the Redskins to me, Derek.
Okay.
I can't say that C word. Yeah.
I want you to be politically correct.
Okay, politically correct, the C word.
Okay.
But I'm gonna keep Jerry because I'm thinking Jerry thinking like back in '89 when they built their team with that Emmitt Smith and that Troy Aikman. And that I think Michael Irvin was already there.
No.
Okay, they brought in Michael Irvin. No, Michael Irvin was there when I got there in '89, Roger.
Okay.
So I'm thinking Jerry Jones the Cowboys was not gonna make the playoff this year. Mm-hmm. So let's build for success later on. So with them 4 to 6 picks, he can put some first rounders in there. I think 2 to 3 years from now, watch out, Cowboys. Right now, y'all Cowboys gonna have to suffer, and I love it. But 2 to 3 years, it's gonna be something crazy in Texas.
Okay.
Sounds good. What we getting into next? Some music, vibes, and football players?
Yeah, we're gonna do the music vibes, how music and athletes come together.
Okay.
Scotty A, I need you to take off the headphone and stay focused.
Come on, Pearl. Of all people you have had music on the billboard, you should understand how music and athletes go together. I can prove it to you.
Okay, prove it.
Okay. When your team takes a L, this is the vibe of the locker room. You better not be joking or playing around. Coach will come in and have a fit. The next vibe is the coming out the locker room vibe. We are jogging through the tunnel. We get to the exit. We start jumping up and down. As soon as the beat drops, we're running on the field. The next vibe, I call it the game time vibe. The game has started, and I'm hitting on all cylinders. It is at this moment when I feel invincible. Last but not least, after a win, and you and that special lady are back at your apartment chilling. You both know what this vibe means. That's when we place a do not disturb on the door. The moral of this story is to demonstrate how music plays the same roles with not just football players, but with all athletes. I rest my case. Here at Fans in the Stands, we promote abstinence. If not, please be safe.
Abstinence.
Totally.
I like it.
Definitely. Okay, so if y'all just joining us, make sure to like and share the video. Also, subscribe to the channel so when we go live, you never miss an episode of Fans in the Stands. And we are discussing tonight's game with the Philadelphia Eagles and Dallas Cowboys, kicking off in about 40 minutes on NBC. And the panel, we've been going over some really fun questions and getting back into our questions this evening. What do the Eagles have to do to beat the Cowboys tonight?
I think all you got to do is just show up and kick the ball off. I think it's going to be like taking candy from a baby. But no, I'm serious. No, I think the first thing to come out to do, obviously, is to establish Saquon Barkley. You know, one of the things I think the strength of this Eagles team is that offensive line. They returned 4 to 5 starters from last year. Saquon was the all NFL leading rusher last year with over 2,000 yards rushing. I feel like with the loss of Michael Parsons, that Dallas already struggled to stop the run. I think we need to get out. They need to get out and establish the run game first. And obviously that's going to open up some opportunities for some passing and certain down the field. But I feel like it's going to be, fairly I'm looking forward to an opportunity to have just a, good first day. It's hard to predict sometimes with the first game because you've been practicing through camp. Now you're going against somebody else. But I think we get out and establish the running game against them and should just be able to coast to an easy victory tonight.
Derek, I promise you were actually reading off my sheet, brother. I know you've been cheating. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how your screen's able to pick up my sheet. But the first thing I said was show up. So, but it's not
like
just
mine,
they
like
can't
mine.
show up with the mentality that they're here to dominate. They say it's hard to be hungry when you're full. That means if you're the champ, you can't just go out there and just expect to win. And the Eagles, through all the news I've heard is they've kept the mentality that we're not defending champs. We're here to go get a championship. So their mindset in their mouth, their words, they're ready. They're gonna have to control the clock, ball movement, run ball, be efficient. And Matt Eberflus, when he was defensive coordinator at in Chicago, he did a lot of cover too. So they're gonna have to be pretty proficient with their mid-range passing game, and that way they don't let the big plays go. So I think they have a great chance to win this game.
Roger, you had a lot to say.
Sorry.
To say just show up. Them boys gonna have to do more than just show up.
Right.
That defensive line, that number one defensive line, gonna have to fire off that ball. They're gonna have to control the clock. They're gonna have to pound that rock and unleash Barkley. Know what I'm saying? So and plus turnovers, Turnovers can turn the game around. Dallas is held with the momentum when a turnover occurs. So the Eagles gonna have to play ball. They're gonna have to do more than show up.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
I'm talking like I'm a Cowboy fan, so forgive me, Washington.
I agree. But you said the turnovers would be a big staple in the game. The Eagles are not a big team that turns the ball over. They don't throw interceptions. They don't fumble the ball. They're a team that actually makes other teams commit turnovers. So I agree with you there.
They do turn over the ball, Roger. Not a lot, but they do.
Every team turns the ball over a couple times, but
I said if Dallas can get 2 turnovers, you know what I'm saying? Who knows?
I'm in total agreement with you, brother. Total agreement.
Okay.
So if the Eagles just have to kick the ball off, what does Dallas have to do to beat Philly tonight?
The first thing they better do is stop Saquon Barkley, because you can't let the Eagles offense kind of control the clock and control the pace and the time of the game, because you got to get the offense out there on the field, because that's the strength of their team. So I think they're going to have to definitely stop the run on defense, and they're going to have to make some big plays on offense, and hopefully take advantage of some of the inexperience or some of the new additions in the Eagles secondary. Hit some big plays with these 2 good receivers that they have, and let the $60 million man show why he deserved this $60 million contract tonight.
Boy, you're hard on Dak. Boy, you're hard on Dak.
Yeah, I am.
All right. I think I agree with you. They're gonna have to stop Barkley on defense. They're gonna have to pressure Jalen and not give up the big play. On offense, I think the Cowboys are basically gonna have to pass to set up the run. They're gonna have to use big explosive plays to Lamb, Pickens, to keep the momentum or to stay in the game with scoring. But if you let Philadelphia drive the ball up and down the field or run the clock out, that's not a recipe for success. So they're going to basically have to control the ball also, which is probably slim chance of doing that.
Okay, I'm gonna go with birthday boy Tyler Booker and that offensive line. That offensive line gonna have to neutralize that number 1 defense Philly have to give Prescott some time to throw the ball. And they can't take too many big plays. Them big plays can hurt them. Like I said before, if they win the turnover battle, I think they stand a chance. And also that crowd in Philly is loud. So they're going to have to play with a loud crowd. That's it.
Earl.
Absolutely, yeah. Y'all got bear with me, y'all. I'm keeping it together. We showed up ranked. This flu game, Jordan.
Okay.
So definitely, it's definitely going to be an exciting game to watch. And like Scotty A said, those fans in Philly are serious. So win or lose, they're going to kick somebody's ass.
Exactly.
So does Philly have a chance of repeating as the Super Bowl champs this year?
Definitely, 100%. As I said before, I think Howard Roseman in the front office have done a really good job of trading well, drafting well, continuing to provide a depth. And I think, like Scotty A said, that they started the year off like okay, last year's turn the page. I think they even announced Sirianni said they're not even going to come out on the field for the banner release from celebrating winning last year, because they done turn the page, and now they off to, I think they're focused. Everything that seems like coming out of camp, they still hungry again. And I feel like Jalen has a lot to prove with trying to get in this conversation with Patrick Mahomes in terms of being one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL at the current time. And I think he's always showing this hunger to be better and to get better. So, yeah, I think they if any team is equipped and set up to have an opportunity to win the Super Bowl, I certainly think Philly is.
Do they have a chance? Sure, they have a chance. Will it happen? Probably not. And the reason I say probably not is because year after year, your chemistry changes when you change players, you change coordinators. They changed the offensive coordinator this year, who's never been a coordinator before. And just for the simple fact that repeat champions are few and far fetched. I don't care what sport it is. Kansas City did it last year. They repeated last year, and they almost three-peated. But before that, it was 20 years before when the Patriots did it. So will they do it again? They have a chance. They have a chance. Don't get me wrong. But I really do believe that the hunger of the Baltimores, the Buffaloes, even Kansas City again, and you got some upstarts in the NFC. You got the Rams. You got Detroit, who seems to be very hungry. It's going to be tough. It'll be tough. They have a chance, though, but it'll be tough.
All right. In the history of the NFL, 9 teams have went back-to-back.
Come on, bro.
Okay, Philly done it. No, excuse me. Pittsburgh done it twice. Green Bay, Dallas, Kansas City, Miami.
Say it.
Denver.
Say it.
And I hate to say New England Patriots in the 49ers. So do they have a chance? I think they have a good chance. But like I say again, them Redskins might have something to say about that.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. So now we want to know who let the dogs out. Which player tonight is going to be the big dog tonight? Who's going to put on for their team and stand out?
I'm giving it to Saquon Barkley. I think he's going to come right out the gate again and get off to a good start for the season. And I definitely put him in 100-plus rushing yards and establish him, picking right back up where he left off from last year.
Okay, I like that. That's a very solid pick there. Very solid pick. I'm going to say what the question asks. Say who let the dogs out? Jalen Hurts, baby. Go bring it tonight. He gonna show the world why you should not underappreciate him. Bring it, Jalen.
All right. Mr. Derek Harrison.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember this picture right here?
Yes, I do remember that picture.
I'll take you way back.
Goldie. That's an oldie but Goldie.
Yeah, that's back when we was playing football at Western Carolina University.
Right.
You remember I saying the 3 P's, pack and pure power?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's Derek Harrison, me, and Tony Jones. Tony Jones actually won a couple of them Super Bowls down there at Denver.
He sure did.
So when I say the 3 P's, I think the Cowboys is going to have to release the 3 T's. And that's Tyler. That's the offensive lineman. They got a Tyler Gatton, they got a Tyler Smith, and they got a Tyler Booker. So they got 3 Tylers on their offensive line. So they're going to have to be big dogs against that Eagle defense.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Good stuff there, big dog.
100%.
Thank you, sir.
Is it any music that came with that album cover?
I know, right?
and which one of y'all was singing lead?
Scotty A.
Big D.
Scotty A.
He looked like he had the leather jacket on.
Right. Scotty A.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yes, indeed. So, which teams have the best fans?
Ooh.
Teams have the best fans.
Ooh. Crank it up, dude.
Which team? That's well documented. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now, like Scotty A said earlier, these obnoxious Cowboy fans who are part of Jerry Jones' cult. They're delusional, and they're gonna follow him right on off a cliff. But the most loyal, best fans, obviously, are the Eagles fans.
I don't disagree, but I have to say it's 50-50 down the line, Derek. The biggest fans, the biggest fans are the Cowboy fans. The most fans are the Cowboy fans. I don't care what stadium you go to, what stadium the Cowboys are playing at. They are going to pack the stadium with almost as many fans as the home team. That's just, they're going to pack the bars. They're just that many Cowboy fans across this country. It's unreal. It's absolutely unreal. Only a few teams travel like the Cowboy fans. That Pittsburgh, Green Bay, and sometimes Eagles. But the Cowboy fans are just as loyal. It's hard to remove that star off their head. The Eagle fans, they're just retarded. They're just plumb retarded. I mean,
Roger, you can't use that word,
I
Roger.
resent that. I resent that.
They're insane. How about insane? I mean,
Okay.
I've never seen a fan like an Eagle fan. Never. So they get their props. I respect both of them.
All right. Well, it all depends on if you're going to work or you're going to a gala. You know, the Eagles fan, they are passionate. You know, they're very passionate. The Cowboy fans, they the glamour. They the world's team. The Americans team. You know, all that. But me, myself, I got to go with them ride or die Eagles. I think they got the best fans.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles too. I think they got the best fans because that's the only place. I think Philadelphia, all of their sports teams, because that's the only place where it's like win or lose. If you're wearing the opposite team's jersey,
yes,
it might cost you a concussion.
It might. You're right. You are
that part,
right.
yes, sir.
And you weren't even playing in the game. You just were in the stands.
Better believe it.
Fans in the stands, baby. Fans in the stands.
Hey, that's what it do.
So that's the only place that I've experienced where it's dangerous to actually be on the opposing team. You know, you actually want to wear their jersey and just root in silence for your team.
Mm-hmm. You remember Scotty A said they're the only team in the NFL with a jail cell at the stadium, so they ain't even playing with it.
That part.
Yep. So, Scotty A, why did you get cut from the Dallas Cowboys?
Oh, we're going back.
Well, I would like to go into detail and tell that story, but due to time refrains, we are gonna have to bypass this part. I will bring it up later on in our podcast, but due to time, we're gonna keep it moving. So we'll go to the next question.
Sounds good. All right. So this is the good part where we go around the panel, and the panel lets all of you guys know who are watching. Make sure to like and share the video, by the way, with their final predictions on who wins the game tonight and why.
Well, I think I've been well documented through the course of the whole discussion. The Eagles are 8.5 point favorites to win the game, and I think they're gonna win by 2 touchdowns. I don't even think it's gonna be close. I think they're the better team. They have a better talent, and last but not least, they have a better quarterback. So I think it's not even gonna be close.
Okay, give me a score, Derek.
Score, I'm gonna say 35-14.
35-14. Okay. All touchdowns, no field goals. I like that. Okay. I will say I think the game will be close at the beginning. You know, teams will get at first game, get their footing in. You know, a lot of the players, the starters didn't play in the preseason. So it's going to take them a while to gel against true competition. So I think Dallas will keep the game close. I think as the game gets going in the third quarter, I think the line will start to wear down. Defensive line for the Cowboys will start to wear down. I think the Eagles will run ram shot on them. So I will say I will give it a score of 27-13 Cowboys. I mean, Eagles. I'm sorry. Cowboy fans, I'm sorry. That was a mistake. I was just trying to keep you in the picture. 27-13.
You're just trying to give them some false hope, Roger. You
Okay,
trying to
now,
give them some...
and for one more thing, I know for a lot of you Cowboy fans, it sounded like a Cowboy bashing. Still stay tuned. Love us or hate us, we're going to tell you the truth, just how it is.
100%.
Me personally, I want to agree with you guys, and it's probably going to turn out that way. But because so many, I think if the Cowboys can get 2 turnovers and they can control the possession of the ball, the time, I think the Cowboys stand a chance of winning this game.
Okay.
But I'm going with Eagles by at least 3 touchdowns.
Give me a score.
So with
I
that being said,
Raj, I don't know if Scotty A running for public office or not, because he definitely knows how to get these political answers to these questions. I love it.
I like it.
Okay, so we got D with 35-14, the Eagles. We got Roger 27-13, the Eagles. And we got Scotty A this evening with at least 3 touchdowns, the Eagles. And I'm going to be the oddball, and I'm just going to say, hey, Cowboys might just pull it out.
Oh, there they go.
That's the sign of a good host right there. Going against
Cowboys might just pull it out.
All right.
That's the sign of a good host.
Just to keep some balance.
I like that, Pearl. That's what's up.
That's all. Either way, we want all of them to have success tonight, but only one team can win. So, good people, that is a wrap for our first episode. We want to thank you all for spending time with us tonight. Make sure, once again, to like and share this video. Also, leave a comment in the comment section. We will respond. We value those comments. And we want to thank the panelists. We want to thank Scotty A tonight. We want to thank Roger. We want to thank D for joining us and having a fantastic show. So make sure to join us next time on Fans in the Stands Thursdays at 6:20 p.m. East Coast time, right here on Fans in the Stands on YouTube. And we'll see y'all next time. And production team, you can go ahead and take us home.
Okay, Pearl, can we send a couple of shots out before we take it in?
It's all on you.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to give a shout out to my wife. Without her, would none of this be possible? I definitely want to give a shout out to the viewers and give a shout out to DV Chef TV. They got a lot of podcasts going on, so check them out. That's DV Chef TV. And also, I want to give a shout out to D1. He's that God rapping guy that has a hellified album. So if D1 is in your neighborhood, go check him out. Roger, what about you? Any shots out?
First of all, I'll give a shout out to my lovely wife, Sharon Melcool's downstairs. I also want to give a shout out to the families of Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, Rakia Boyd, Eric Garner, Dorian Hunt. They will never be forgotten.
Derek.
Oh, man, I just want to thank y'all for allowing me to be a part of this. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad to have been asked.
And we love you, baby.
Involved with it, and I'm looking forward to a fun, full football season of just talking sports and chopping it up with my partners.
That's my dog.
All right.
As we bring Fans in the Stands to a close, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. Whether you wear the star of the Cowboys or bleed green for the Eagles, at the end of the day, we're all fans. Let's respect one another, celebrate the game we love, and enjoy the camaraderie that makes sports so special. From all of us here at Fans in the Stands, we love you, man. Oh, by the way, can you hit the subscribe button on your way out? You will be helping our platform tremendously. Enjoy the game on NBC.